Introducing the Ghost Experience. The Ghost Experience lets you choose between two different ways to play the PvE version of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Regular, the way the game was released, and immersive, a new way to experience the game. While regular lets you play with weapons and gear of different levels and rarity, immersive mode removes the notion of gear score entirely. The new tactical settings will change the way you play. New HUD settings are also available, allowing you to fine-tune your preferred level of information at any point in time. The objective of the Ghost Experience is to give you total freedom of choice. As such, you can switch between immersive and regular mode at will. Of course, you can play in co-op with players in different modes, and every setting can be tweaked so that you can create your ultimate Ghost Experience.
Welcome to Aurora, the incubator of World 2.0. My name's Jay Skell, and we've been expecting you. You've been invited here to innovate, to invent, and to create. But we're also asking you to do the most important thing with your lives that you can do. Here, away from the rest of the world, we will build the tools to lead the planet into the future. A completely sustainable economy, a blossoming environment, safe homes, security for your family, and a community where innovation is celebrated. The generations that come after us may forget all about us, but they will thrive because of the work we do here. Thank you for joining Skelltime in Aurora. Together, we are building a world.
Hey Harry, starting over again?
Yeah, we've been tweaking, trying to figure out a way to turn it into the survival game that they said we would get. At least for solo players anyway. So now I have no stamina when I'm exhausted. There is 0 stamina, so you can't even run. You have fatigue. So the more you run, as soon as you get exhausted, your stamina gets less and fatigue gets more, until the point where you have 0 stamina, full fatigue. The only way to get rid of fatigue is to eat vigor rations. That'll reset the fatigue. So it doesn't matter how much water you drink. Water will only replenish stamina to a certain extent. I don't know, it's if I turn on my HUD, you'll see it right away. And because you need to be able to sprint, get to cover. If you are...
Saw most of the conversation with Gray yesterday.
Yeah. So, your stamina is different from the fatigue. So when you run, you get exhausted, you're out of breath, and your character will act like it too. And you do need speed to get to cover in firefights. If you've been caught in a crossfire and you need to move fast to get to the next cover, if you have no stamina left and it's not being replenished, you're not going to be able to run anywhere. I think we'll bypass that. You know, when this game, the first trailer, and when it was the live stream of the first announcement, they said the hunter being the hunted, and you would have to survive. You had to eat, you had to scavenge and shit like that, but they never came through on it. So we're basically trying to recreate what they said we would get. Because not everybody wants to turn this game into another Arma or another Call of Duty, where you can take a shitload of bullets and still be fine. There's not a whole lot of people that are into the hardcore survivalist kind of deal. Well, I know there's a bunch, but they all play on different levels.
Some of the survival games I play have certain foods for certain buffs. Other foods for other things.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it is in the game, right? But it doesn't make sense that you eat something and all of a sudden magically your aim gets better or injury protection, shit like that. That's why we focus on vigor. But vigor is the only thing that'll reset your fatigue, and the fatigue will always be there. We gotta make a run for it. Fatigue will always be there. Shit. I'm fucked. I'm gonna get sniped off. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Get the fuck out of here. I can turn on the stamina so you can see what happens. But we're just gonna make it to Air 1. Yeah, it's almost like everybody forgot about the survival aspect of the game, right?
Walker, shall we Weaver? Walker, what the hell are you doing? Ghost lead. Does anyone read?
555, Ghost lead.
Who is this?
A friend. I got the radio from a ghost.
Is Ghost still breathing?
Ghost lead. You can chase the White Rabbit.
Or run with the Red Queen? Give me a sit rep.
I can wait. Your man's getting medical treatment. Follow the trail behind the ancient ruins. Your destination is in the mountains between two waterfalls.
Understood. Ghost lead out.
Let me turn the stamina on so you can see. Pay attention to the red on the bar. It's going to be in the bottom of my screen. You have full stamina. Now you're exhausted. You see the red that remains on the sides? That is fatigue. You can only sprint for so long, but you get less and less stamina the more you run. The white represents your stamina. You see how you get less stamina, but now the fatigue, which is red, increases. No matter how much water you drink, you cannot get rid of the fatigue, right? You see how little you can sprint? And now the bar is fully red. You can't run. I can't run anymore now. I can drink water and get some of the stamina back, but the fatigue will always be there until I eat the vigor ration. The vigor ration will reset your fatigue.
It's like my insomnia, always tired.
So if you eat vigor rations, it resets your fatigue, but only for so long. You get 30 minutes of 30% fatigue resistance. That only means that the rate of decline will slow down a little bit. So you gotta, now it's a matter of you have to prepare, right? Before you go into bases and whatever. You gotta make sure you have your vigor ration so you can reset it, because you know it's gonna be running cover to cover and shit like that. And as soon as you get exhausted, your stamina gets depleted. In a prolonged firefight where you have to run cover to cover, you're gonna end up not being able to run. This is as fast as I can be. I can't run any faster. How are you gonna dart behind cover? It takes me forever. Just me to run over here to get cover. See how long it takes. I will be shot. You could temporarily restore some of your stamina by drinking water, but it's gonna be tough. So the vigor is gonna take care of the fatigue, slow down the fatigue and reset.
Another one. You can always turn around.
But the only way that we know of as of now is you have to craft, and we're trying to get away from crafting, just like we're picking up syringes and bandages of dead bodies. Trying to figure out if we can kill animals.
Get in.
Animals drop proteins when you kill them. You need proteins and sugar. But what if they drop the ration? The vigor ration. See, I can't even run in here now. Your mobility suffers because you can't move anywhere fast. Unless,
What is this place?
obviously, you can prepare and go hunt and make sure you always have some rations or bigger rations. We're also trying to figure out a way to disable everything in the skill tree other than your necessity, like your water filter, the purifier.
Boys all right or what?
You're gonna need that to when you're in the swamp, because there's no clean water.
We're the only two left in our chalk. No radio, no drones. Between the two of us, we got 2 rifles and 8 mags.
Locals got water here. And some supplies.
No, we're not gonna have like max
This place, man.
max capacity of items.
My mind's blown.
So you'll have limited rations, you'll have limited syringes, limited bandages. Well, bandages, you could set that up in your in the game
But
settings.
there are definitely hostiles out there.
Tangled with some troops out there who were calling themselves wolves. You know what we're dealing with?
Now you're dealing with me.
You the one in charge here?
Who's asking?
My call sign's Nomad. I'm the officer in charge of this operation.
By operation, I assume you mean the massively wild screw-up.
Hey, old man. You playing nice?
He's trying to find out why a bunch of grunts are falling from the sky into our labs, honey.
Well, someone sank a naval cargo ship off the coast. Then the entire archipelago overall went dark. Now, we were sent here to figure out what happened. Next thing we know, choppers were taken down. Almost half of my soldiers are dead.
Best we can tell, some kind of military takeover. Sentinel, military contractors, they put this place under martial law, using the old boot in the neck technique to enforce it.
Scaltech is still making all the high-tech stuff they always make. Except maybe now they're making more weapons. Not exactly the libertarian utopia J. Skell advertised.
Where can I find Jay Skill?
The head of Skeltech himself. We haven't seen him, but his drones are keeping an eye on his islands.
So you think he's still a part of this?
We're just not sure why.
All right. Well, I'll put figuring it out on my to-do list. For now, I see our wounded.
Yeah. One of your guys needs to rest, but he won't shut up. Calm him down, yeah? And then come find me. I'll give you the guided tour.
Yep, still can't run. It resets when you get to a bivvy. In the bivvy you get rest, you get your stamina, your fatigue is reset. As soon as you leave, it starts counting, right?
Oh. Hey. How are you, man?
Nomad. Who's left? Who made it?
Hey, you just relax, pal. I'm doing what I can.
You damn superhero. Here's another superpower.
I can't find Midas. But Weaver... Hey, just relax, pal. We'll take care of it, all right?
And the Wasp.
Yeah. And with the comms blackout, I can't reach the ship. But I'll talk to Matt Schultz, the big guy. You might have a boat I can use. Don't you worry. I'll come back with some help.
Go. Hey, Nomad. I got something you might find interesting.
You ready for your personal tour of Erewhon?
Just don't forget to swing by the gift shop.
Never.
Bang, bang!
Now the naval station closed down years ago. Who are these kids?
The birds and the bees, Nomad. We've got 3 generations living on this island. If I can be blunt, I don't like you soldiers being here. It puts these kids at risk. But my own man bleeds red, white, and blue, so we'll never turn our backs on you. I can sort you out if you need any gear or supplies. You and your troops can bivouac over there. If you really get to feel froggy, you can talk to Sergeant Rowan Brown. He used to be Kiwi SAS. He likes scouting around the island for those elite troops. They call themselves wolves. Rowan likes picking fights with them. And over in our war room, we're working on our own logistics. You can usually find Mads in there. There's a Skeltec engineer, Jericho, hanging around. She's worried about something big on another island. You might need to bring some friends with you on that picnic. So like I said, we will never turn our backs on you, but you better not do anything to put this community in danger.
Oh, I think you've got a hunch it's already in danger. But don't worry. I'll do my best to keep all of you safe.
Let's hope it's enough.
You ever wonder what's on the other side of all this?
What's the best way to customize my weapons around here?
Well, let's see. You're probably going to want a new scope, a couple of rail attachments, some bigger magazines, maybe even a new suppressor.
Huh. You know your stuff.
When we came out here, we were planning to survive.
Do you have anything you can sell me?
I don't have much, but you can take a look. I'll sell you what I can. If you need something I don't have, you can rummage through any military crates you stumble across. The more Sentinel Corp guns guarding them, the more likely you'll be interested in what they're keeping inside.
I like the way you think.
How you feeling about this?
Let's get you set up with what you need.
This is where all those other flowers and mushrooms and such used to come into play.
Yep. In the crafting. But the only crafted item that really matters now is the vigor. This one. It gives you 30 minutes of fatigue resistance, so it will reset your fatigue, and it slows down the 30% resistance, slows down the rate of decline, so to speak. After the 30 minutes, now it starts eating up your stamina again as soon as you start running and shit like that. If you get exhausted too many times, even within the 30 minutes, you go back to nothing. Like you have 0 stamina, 100% fatigue. So the proteins you will get from shooting animals, and then you gotta pick up the sugar out in the field, right? And if we
Oh, more like a true survival game.
Exactly. Like that was the part that everybody seemed to miss, right? No one wanted the game to turn into another Call of Duty, but that's the direction it was heading, right? So when it comes to gameplay mod, find stuff or create stuff that brings the game more aligned with what they try to sell us, the survival aspect of the game, right? That you're the underdog, you're not the super soldier. You're fighting all these other guys in overwhelming numbers, blah de blah de blah, right? But it seems like the only mods people are nagging about is the shit that turns the game more into another Arma, another Call of Duty.
You heard anything about a Lieutenant Colonel Walker?
I guess I can see that too, because people don't like to die. But that becomes a skill issue again, right?
Advisor. Heard he was an operator.
And it's less impressive when you die all the time, right? But to me, if I...
In Windrose, farming is about 1/3 of the game to get the foods that give the most buffs.
Yeah, I can see that. There are, like, the survival aspect is what was missed in the game. It's all about combat, it's all about this, that, the other. But for the players, or for the solo players who play on hardest difficulty and crank everything up, the combat part is only a part of the game. It's not the entire game.
You know how I can get off this island?
But that's not the popular thing, right?
Auckland is 2,000 kilometers away. It's an awful long way to run with your tail between your legs.
I'm not running, Mads. The USS Wasp is a couple dozen clicks off the coast. If I can get there, I can come back here with some help.
The Wasp, huh? Not sure I'm fond of the idea of a bunch of squids running around our island.
Well, there are a couple of jarheads on board, too.
Well, if that's the case... Look, I'll be straight with you. We know that we're no match for former spec ops. So some of our friends, homesteaders and Skell employees both, are leaving the island on a couple of boats. Can you get them protection on the Wasp?
Absolutely.
All right. I'll tell you where the boats are.
See, now I can jog, because I'm arrested, right? Oh, wait. I forgot. How many? So I can get 5. So now I need to collect the proteins, the sugar,
Now you gotta shoot the what they use for deer, and the boars, and the birds on the beach.
Yep. I need to shoot animals to get protein, and then I have to find sugar in the wild. So I can get my ration. So the thing we're trying to do is to, instead of crafting, we're trying to get away from crafting altogether. So when you shoot an animal, you should be able to get
Pineapple
the food
laying on
you
the
need.
ground.
Yeah, now is a good time to get the hell out of here. You see, by turning on the resistance, the game world becomes dynamic, and now you do a mix between reactive gaming and planned gaming, I guess. Planned approach. Helicopter, it's gonna fucking kill me. You see, I'm already exhausted in the running, right? See, it's not as easy anymore because you don't move any faster. You don't have the speed you have when you upgrade, like get more skill points and whatever, right? You move really fucking slow. Now I could turn it down, I could play on easy and take more bullets, survive longer and all that stuff. But it kind of defeats the purpose. Why make the game easier when I should be making it harder? You know what I mean? I still need to kill animals.
My character never really seemed to move as fast as yours. Ubisoft doesn't make survival games.
I know, but they tried to sell this game as a survival game. The reason why on my regular character, the reason why that character moves so fast is because I got weapon mastery. And that makes a difference. See how my scope is bobbing a lot? Like you can see the reticle moving up and down. Unless you're shooting from a rest, that will happen. But you're not gonna have any crazy, like, okay, watch this shit. So exhale, hold. The scope is never gonna be like this, where it's like this. I shoot my fair share of long-range precision shooting, even when I don't shoot from a sandbag. It will never go like this. That's simply not realistic.
At Eastford, how's the surviving going? At Silk Tattoo, what's up?
You're watching it now, Ray. I set it to 100. Here, I'll show you. I set it to 100 and 0.
Hey Gray, how are you today?
Gray, look at the red. The max stamina is at 100, which should be default in the game. But the minimum stamina is 0, so total exhaustion. So now, unless we can figure out a way to drop the vigor rations, I have to go and hunt to get the protein, and I have to find sugar. Howard just told me I can go and find pineapples and get the sugar. But that means I have to craft, and we're trying to do away with crafting. You know, we talked about
Pineapple.
right. No, we talked about the sway. You see the sway in the reticle now, how it moves. Remember I told you it is not realistic when your crosshair or your reticle is like this.
I see it. Just had lunch, now watching Harry.
Okay, watch this.
Also watermelon also laying on the ground.
So I'm gonna hold. You exhale, hold, take the shot. This is not realistic, what you see now. That you have that wild sway. That doesn't happen in real life. You'll have the minute sway unless you're shooting with a sandbag under your stock. Then you can steady it in that way. But there is no way in hell.
At Silk Tattoo nice lol, it's hot out today.
This never happens.
Yes, so without holding your breath is normal?
Yeah. That's the way you see it move, like this. This is normal. You will never be able to shoulder a weapon and be solid, like steady, because your heart rate, your pulse, everything affects it. Your breathing. That's why you exhale. You got about 8-second window when you exhale, hold before you have to inhale again. So you got to break the shot within that little window, right? When it's at its steadiest. And the further away the target is, the more it's gonna sway, so to speak. Because the fraction of an inch movement on at the shooter's side, the further away the high and low is gonna be more. You know what I mean? It's like if I shoot at, like, you can see it moving here, but you're guaranteed to hit something, right? But 500 yards away, that little movement can be a couple of feet at that range, right? So yeah, that is completely not realistic. But if people play with bullet drop instead of being used to, well, wherever I put the center of my crosshair, it doesn't matter if you're 200 meters away or 2,000 meters away, I should be able to hit it. That is not realistic. That's simply because they don't want to play with bullet drop. It's like everybody wants to turn this game into another Arma, another Call of Duty, where everything is about combat, and ignore the open world survival aspect of this game. It's like some of the combat stuff, like sounds, the damage, stuff like that. Yeah, okay, some of that makes sense. Do you see the bar now? I left the bar on because Howard was asking like what I'm doing. So the more I run, the bigger depletion of stamina and the more increase of fatigue. I can jog like this. It doesn't cost me anything in terms.
Oh, come on. You mean that's why they can't hit anything and take whole clips to kill something?
That helicopter is gonna fucking kill me. Oh, okay, we're good. And now I have to run. You see my stamina is getting depleted. Is that rebels? Is that friendly? I'm dead. As soon as that white bar comes, you gotta stop. So you can't run like forever. I'm fucked. See, now I'm exhausted already. Get my stamina back up. Now the game is fucking lethal. I'm stuck in a reload. You see, if I wouldn't have changed the stamina and the minimum stamina, I would be able to run, right? Get away. Now it's just a matter of adapting to the new challenge.
LOL, well, at least it's a bit more realistic.
Oh, fuck yeah. So now it's not a matter of, yeah, I can whip out the fucking laser designator and carpet bomb everything like no tomorrow. But now I just turned it into another fucking arcade game. It's like Call of Duty again. Where is he? You see the mayhem? Now the smartest thing for me to do is get the fuck away. Try to make it to cover. Conceal myself until it simmers down. At least I'm hoping not to be in the middle of the combat zone, right? But it comes to a fucking cost. Every time I fucking run, it comes to a
Ubisoft
cost.
should hire you, Gray, and fire the dummies who don't listen to what we want. And they would have their new game.
Oh, fuck yeah. I don't understand why they don't employ modders and listen to their input. Listen to the gaming community's input. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm pretty sure, like, look at the amount of people who's modding the game. Making new mods. Oh, fuck now. You see, the game is so much more lethal now. Because it slows you down, it slows down your character. So now you gotta pick and choose your fights. Are you gonna go into battle? And if you spot it, you gotta get rid of the threat ASAP. In my opinion, the Realism Mods is what makes this game deadly as a survival game.
The realism, not the first-person shooter they want to shove down our throats.
Yeah. Well, you can never make it 100% realistic. That'll never happen. But you have to make the game close to realistic, or as realistic as you can make it in a video game. Because after all, like end of the all, it's still a fucking video game. But you have to make it so that it gives options to the player, so the player gets to use his brain, problem solve, come up with solutions instead of babysitting players and holding their hands by giving them all kinds of unrealistic shit, right? Here's the thing too though, the water, it'll only give me so much stamina, but if the stamina is too low, and fatigue is now... Well, I got more fatigue than stamina. I can only replenish so much stamina, but the fatigue will still remain until I eat. I need to go and get water. I only have two slots or 2 swigs.
So I found 3 options for animals: small, mid, and big. Gonna add bigger to all unless you have a different idea.
What falls on the big animals?
If I was gonna ask you.
Is big animals stuff like deer? Deer, hogs?
I think small are little rabbits.
Yeah. Should be more selective about the animals. Like that hog would make sense.
Mid could be birds, I'd think.
Oh shit.
So would that break immersion if they all drop bigger?
Yeah, I think so, because then you can get like an abundance of it instead of being fairly rare. I think you should probably do the mid and big.
So I'm gonna add it to big animals only.
Yeah, you could try that first. So you have to go and shoot like a deer. I don't know what I picked up, but let's see. Sugar. You got sugar basics and sugar rich. And the vigor needs sugars basic. I need protein, so I need to kill something. God damn. Gotta find a rebel group and lead him to the rebels, and hopefully he'll get busy.
BRB gonna run some tests.
Ah, okay. Holy fuck. This shit gets intense.
Zero to 60 in a SEC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it changes a lot of the way you kind of have to play to stay alive. Like, you gotta pick your battles. Well, simply because you die after 2 shots, that's one thing. I think the Brazilians are gonna love this. Like, if there is a survival mode or whatever. Oh, we gotta go and pick up stuff.
Now how can you drink salt water?
I got a purifier. So what we are trying to do is lock down everything, make it, disable it, other than, like, everything should be that you can disable the stuff you don't need, right? Burrito filter, yeah. So I got the night vision, the healing pouch. I don't use the perk, but I have to buy 2 in each category to get to the water filter. You don't really, I don't need to buy anything. For people who play with drones, night vision and thermal, that would make sense, but everything else you don't really need. Like all of this. All of this basically turns you into a super soldier. Your guns get super strong. You have perk slots. The passive perks also give you stuff.
At Death 9792 that would be great, but where do you get the cartridge refills? LOL LOL.
I don't need the cartridge. All I have to do is I will sift the salt water through my underwear.
Not gonna hurt anyone. Mad Schultz sent me. You don't look like homesteaders.
Well, I work for Skeltech. Mads is a friend. When Sentinel started arresting people, he helped us out. Why did he send you?
A chopper got to this island from a Navy ship just a few dozen clicks off this coast. I can get these bolts back to that ship, and I can come back here with help.
Well, certainly sounds better than taking a boat all the way to Auckland.
What happened to your chopper?
I'm still working that out.
You leave it someplace?
Maurice Fox. This is my daughter, Harmony.
Nice to meet you. Call me Nomad.
You know, we met another soldier. He said his name was, Hill.
Josiah Hill? Is he here?
No, he helped us get around some of Sentinel's men, but he was injured. Well, not badly. And we left him at this, fishing building area thing.
I actually think I know what you're talking about. I'll pick him up after I get back.
Take cover!
They just showed up.
What the hell was that?
Give me a minute. My God. Those people. It must be a new security program. Holy flying cow. My guess is nothing could come to or leave this island as long as it's on.
That must be what brought down my chopper.
I want to go home.
Me too, kiddo.
Listen, you have to get these people, and you have to get out of here.
What?
No one is coming to save you, and there's no ambulance on the way. You have to run. You have to get to Air One.
Okay, yes, yeah. Are you coming with us?
I'm gonna find my friend Hill. That fishing building you left him at was a fallback point. There may be other soldiers.
Good luck.
What the fuck? Fuck did he come from? You see that shit, Howard?
Not normal at all.
That was just weird. Why is there 3 vehicles? Anyone have any ammo? Probably up here. I might as well turn that off, because I never play with anything anyway.
Hey, Red Queen.
White Rabbit. Nomad?
Josiah.
That's the dude with shifty eyes.
Holy shit. Nice to see you're still above ground.
Anyone else from your chalk?
A few. Who were scattered.
Man, we sure screwed the pooch on this one.
Josiah.
We'll skip this.
So either walk.
Oh, sounds good.
Let's see. Did I get anything that I need? Still need proteins. I got 1 sugar. I got banana. Let's see if we can make it up by what. Holy fuck. Hey, Gray, are you still in there? We've got to set up the wheel.
Okay, East done.
I finally killed 2 hogs and got proteins.
Test the animals when you can.
Yeah, I just killed an animal. Oh, did you send me something?
I am missing a bunch of them cause of the mine mod, so you will have to test the other ones.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh.
I was able to test the wild hogs, and now with the mod I sent you they will drop bigger rations.
Oh, nice. I'll install it right now. It'll be... hang on. Let me see if we can do this. How about I do that? And I will quickly kill the game. Let's see, download. Okay, that's downloaded.
Whenever you want, it's container, it will take a while.
Nah, it doesn't usually take overly too long with mine. Just gonna get into my downloads. Gonna clip that out. Paste, unzip. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna turn on my HUD so I can see patch 01, so I can see what I'm picking up, or if I can see the loot. EB container. Open containing. Where is it? Copy, paste, close that, pack. Fire up my cheat engine again. It usually doesn't take overly too long. Does it conflict with the other animals you used for your mind mod?
Yeah, because I don't have many animals.
So what animals does the mind mod?
They are mines now, lol.
Did you have to be selective about what type of animals?
Yes.
So which animals are dropping the ration? Like, those are not specific, those are just in categories. All the mid-size and all the large size drop. And whoever else is in the chat, sorry about the
Mid and
waiting.
big, so after my test mid is wild hog.
Okay, so it's wild hog and probably deer. Because that would make sense though, that you are kind of selective in that sense, so not every single animal.
So small animals will not drop anything.
Okay, that's fair enough. So whenever you see a hog or whenever you see a deer, you gotta weigh for and against if you're actually gonna take that shot.
Well, they will drop meat or whatever.
Yeah, the small animals will drop proteins. Come on, why is it taking so long this time? Probably because I got a whole lot of stuff in there.
I went hunting and found a hog, killed it, and only got 1 vigor.
Yeah, that's all you need though. You only need 1 per animal. So what I will do now, I'm gonna deplete my stamina. So I'm like totally exhausted. 100% fatigue. And then we'll see what it does. I'll turn on the HUD for so I can see what loot is being dropped from the animal and see how much it affects the stamina fatigue bar. I'll be right back.
For mines I use animals that spawn in every biome to make it balanced, but I need to fix that mod.
Okay, I'm back. Take chicken out of the oven, otherwise my wife is gonna kill me. Still fucking repacking. But if it works, it's worth it. There we go, finished. I'm just gonna repack my patch 01. Usually it's done fairly quick. Done. Okay, let's see. Fire up the game.
It will work, LOL.
I'm gonna call you the mad scientist from now on if it works. Back in. And see if it spawns me in daytime, nighttime.
Go hunting first, LOL.
Oh God. Go away. Go away. Shoo. Two of them. Shoo. Hey Gray, can you make another mod? Like a drone repellent? No, 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 no.
There's a spray for that indeed.
Oh God. I didn't have much choice there, did I? Fucking hell. Yeah, I need like a canister of spray for that. Just like a bear spray, but a drone spray. Okay, let's go and hunt. Oh wait, what do I have to turn on though? So I'll get that. I don't need that. Is that all I need? To see what they drop?
I think that's it.
Okay. Let's go hunting. Why did I miss something? Because I don't have any more mines left, that's why. So we have 2. I still don't I can see it, but I don't see that it dropped it. Okay, so I got 2, so I should get 3.
Check how many you have.
Yeah, it works. I got 3.
Hell yeah.
It is 30 minutes. Here's the thing, it counts actual 30 minutes, but
Okay, now test.
Okay, check this out. So it says 30 minutes. Exhausted. Stamina is rebuilding. Exhausted. If I get fully exhausted, even though it's less than 30 minutes, the fatigue is maxed out. But it slows down the decline of fatigue. So in theory, you need the vigor before you go into a camp, because in a firefight you're gonna need to run to get to cover, or at least be able to sprint, right? There we go. And
too many bong hits. Eyes are going shut. Catch everyone later. Have a good one.
Catch you later, Howard. Okay, so now I'm fully exhausted. 100% fatigue. Which you can see, this is the fastest I can move.
At Silk Tattoo later, dude.
More first. Thank you. So, you know, it said 30 minutes, right? But if you deplete your stamina...
Chickens whenever you want to eat it.
Huh?
The chickens whenever you want to eat it.
Okay.
I don't know what you're going to have with it, but I had to cook the meat. I was going to barbecue it, but I didn't like sitting out there by myself. Put it in there.
Okay.
And now I'm going to sit.
Anyway, as you can see, the fatigue set in. I can't climb stuff now. I can't climb that fence, no matter what I do, right? See, now I can. So the fatigue is going to prevent you from climbing.
Nice.
And now the fatigue is restored. You still get exhausted, but you see the little sliver of red on the sides. It slows the fatigue down, so it's not as big of chunks. So yeah, this definitely works. You will have to be able to sprint when you're inside the base or something, just to cover. Like me going to that corner, I need to be able to at least get to the corner fast, right? Instead of this speed, because you're gonna get shot to hell if this is as fast as you can go. But yeah, fuck yeah, it works. Now all you have to do is figure out like, let's see, the skills. I spent 7 points, so if you can figure out, I don't know if we actually gonna bother. Are we gonna bother disabling the classes? Because I picked the class, got the parachute, I got night vision, and the healing pouch. I had to get 2 from here, so one is a perk, so if I don't equip it, doesn't matter, right? And the consumable, I didn't take the speed climber or tireless, because that turns you into a super soldier again, right? And I did that so I can get to the water filter. All this other shit, it doesn't. Well, that one is that the one? Yeah, that's the one you disabled.
Let's see it then go survive.
Okay.
Howdy. I'm late to this. You testing fatigue?
Yeah. Do you want me to explain how shit works? Because it is kind of complicated. Well, it's not really complicated, but I left the HUD on. You see the bottom. So the white represents your stamina. The red represents your fatigue. Every time you run and you get exhausted, more fatigue sets in and less stamina you get or retain. So your stamina depletes more and more for every time you run to the point of exhaustion, and the fatigue will increase until it's nothing but fatigue. I got one left. If you look at the white bar at the bottom now, then it goes into, do you see the solid reds? Pay attention to the size. So now it regenerates a little bit of stamina. And now I start running again.
I'm getting the idea.
Whoa!
Thanks.
Now the red increases, the fatigue increases more and more. Let's see, and I changed the settings so it depletes 100%. And when you are exhausted, you cannot climb, you cannot run. Just gonna do this until we're fully exhausted. And then I can do the same thing again with water. The only thing that removes fatigue is what the mad scientist here just made. Water only replenishes half of the bar. What the fuck? Gotta do it. Fire up again.
Saw the can't climb over the fence.
Yeah, and you can't run at all. Your speed at best is jogging. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is without the rations. It depletes really fast, and then I'm gonna use water so you can see how much the water actually does and what it doesn't do. It'll replenish to about this point. So whenever you're caught in a crossfire, you need to sprint to get the cover. Same thing when you're going cover to cover inside a base. You need to have the ability to sprint for more than 2 seconds. Yeah, let's go to that fucking fence. Fully exhausted, you're gonna have a tough time climbing stuff. This is max speed. I have 100% fatigue now. You could see his, you can hear he's out of breath. This is the fastest you can go. There's no way in hell you're gonna survive a firefight like that. Especially not if they're coming in from 2 sides. Is it only one? I can't even run to... I think it's only one. I can't climb, I can't do shit. So this is as fast as I can go. If I drink water, it replenishes some. Yeah, watch the white bar. You see, that's all water gives you. You're basically down to half. So the only thing that removes the red is gonna be your ration that you get by killing hogs and deer and whatever. Oh shit.
At Makoma 49, what's up, man?
It's like, yeah, like here. Is it this one? There we go. So right here, change color to red. Default in Spartan Mod is 200 and 0.1, but 0.1 will always give you stamina left, 10%. when you put it to 0, you will have absolutely no stamina. But you get 100% of fatigue instead, right? That with the combination like this with the loot drop that Gray just made is what's going to keep you alive. That ration is what's going to keep you alive, give you enough stamina to be able to move fast for a shorter period of time. But you're not going to be able to go balls to the walls like you're playing Battlefield or Call of Duty. You got to be selective. You got to pick your fights. If you don't pick your fights, you're gonna get fucked over, because on these settings you can only take 2 rounds, then you're dead. So let's go and hunt, find so I got 1 left. Oh, right there. It works. Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Was looking at this subject last night at the TS stream. Never looked at fatigue rations. Been using injury rations.
Oh, LA, fuck. Yeah, fatigue is a thing in the game, but a lot of people, like, everybody wants this game to turn into a fucking Arma 3 or something. All the mods should be about combat and this, that, the other, but they all seem to forget when they promoted this game. They also promoted a survival part of the game, and everybody seemed to forget that part. And me being a solo player, I enjoy playing on, like, crank everything up to the max, because it makes it immersive. That there's more to Breakpoint than just gunfights. You know? Like, we all play this game different ways. There's no doubt about that, right? But everything is being geared towards just the firefights, to get all the good shit to have in a firefight. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta fill my canteen. But like, I know in G's stream, he's like, I never use water, I don't drink or whatever. Yeah, of course you don't fucking drink.
We all play differently for sure.
But it's like G's saying that he never drinks water. Of course you fucking never drink. Your stamina is set to regular, not extreme consumption. You never get to that point where you need to drink water. Like, here, this is the fucking difference in what we are doing. Like, I don't play on easy, I play on extreme. The difference comes in this side. I only get 3 bandages, which is why the mod that drops syringes and bandages is perfect. I have to kill someone and hope they drop it, instead of jumping into a menu screen that breaks immersion to craft shit and then get out of it. So I'm not going to jump into a menu screen in the middle of a firefight so I can craft bandages. Syringes off, so it doesn't heal. My risk of injury is always. G's risk of injury is rare. That makes a difference too in the way you play, right? My stamina consumption is extreme. His is regular. That makes a difference too. There's no way I can't survive playing the way he does on my settings, because I will fucking die. But then again, we play different playstyles. My playstyle isn't to go balls to the walls every single time I see an enemy. I gotta calculate, like, is it worth the risk? Is any, like, they can hear my rifle, suppressed rifle, they can hear it at 295 meters. That's the hard cap of this game. My pistol suppressed, they can hear at 40 meters. So I gotta be more conscious about
Remember, G is streaming
what
with
I
random
am doing.
abandonment to entertain us viewers.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I stream because it's a way for me to connect and communicate with other gamers, other players who play like this. That's how I met Gray. This is how I met Howard. Island Ghost. And shit like that, right? Like, I'm not in it because I want to be a fucking YouTube star or whatever. If I have to brag, I will say it myself. That was fucking smooth. I had no idea I was there. Where's that drone? That's a friendly. I need to find an animal again. Yeah, by the way, I don't use monitor crosshair either. This is why you rarely see me shoot like ADS. Only time I do that is if I fucking panic. I freak the fuck out and just start firing, hoping I kill something.
How is the mod working?
Oh, it works like a fucking charm. You're gonna be limited on capacity of how many rations you can carry. I think the limit without adding shit. I didn't go as far as picking up where the fuck is it? Here. If you add on item capacity, It gives you 2 more, but it should be as least as possible. So my slot would be, let's see, craft 5. Yeah, I can carry 5, that's max, and they only last for so long when you start running. So you're probably gonna go for 2 of them.
49, do you any ideas?
Yeah. Do you have any ideas for something that would make the game better for a solo player or even a 4-man squad that adds to the gameplay mechanic? What would you like to see?
Mods.
These guys are gonna draw so much. It's gonna be a fucking vehicle coming in or a helicopter or something. Hey Gray, do you know what the rendering distance for a fucking animal is?
No.
Because it's not like the hogs are around you in abundance.
I think they always spawn near you. My pet peeve is that I have maxed the darn skill tree in order to use weapon mastery.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna do this. The mad scientist figured out a way to disable the skill itself. You have to buy it, but it doesn't do anything. Where is it? Where's the 40%? I saw it like you can buy the skill, use the skill point to buy it, you know what I mean? But you don't get what the skill is. It's inactive. It just
did the ammo capacity too.
Yeah. So the 25% here. I can unlock the skill, but I don't get the plus 25%. There's nothing there, but I still have to spend 1 skill point to open it or buy it, right? So if you buy all of this shit and all of this shit is disabled, you still get to access your weapon mastery. Because you can only access your weapon mastery after you have bought every single skill in the game, right? But if all the skills are disabled, you still spend money to unlock the slot. And when you have bought every skill, even though they are disabled, you can still have your weapon mastery. Does that make sense? So in theory, if like in your game, you have everything unlocked, right? Then you just disable the stuff that makes you a super soldier. I kept night vision for night ops. I don't need any of this other stuff. All this other stuff is
a mod
useless.
to unlock skills, but not active.
Yes. It disables the skill, but it unlocks it. So say I want to go in here. I spend 2 skill points to unlock so I can go to the next category. But they are disabled. I still have to unlock them so I can continue up to this one. But the perks or the stuff it gives you are disabled. You know what I mean? Like Slim Shadow, I can buy it,
Understand. A private mod?
Yeah, it is, I guess. I don't know, it's a work in progress. You gotta ask Gray about that. He's the mad scientist. I'm just a guinea pig. Where did it go? Shit. Shit. I need to find dead guys. I need to kill someone to get bandages. I don't have fucking nothing. Okay, now everything matters. Water matters, bandages matters, syringes matters, food matters. It changes the game quite a bit. Changes the way you have to play the game. Personally, I think it is making the game more into what they said it would be when they tried to say that new Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The hunter being the hunted. You're up against Homer Spec Ops, overwhelming, blah blah, you're the underdog.
Regarding syringes, I find them in game world w/out any mod, at specific locations and the random spawns of civilians.
What difficulty level do you play on? And how many bandages do you get, or syringes?
Extreme.
Because I get 7. But the bandages are the crucial thing, because I only have 3 bandages. As soon as you go inside a base and you get in a firefight and you have to bandage up, if you're down to nothing, you can't craft anything either, right? Well, you could craft them, but you gotta jump into a menu screen to do so, and that breaks the immersion, right? It's really handy. It prolongs firefights instead of you dying because you don't have bandages or syringes. So what we're hoping to do away with is here, that you don't craft. There's no need to go to a bivvy unless you want to switch guns or change the time. So for bandages, instead of crafting them, I have to go and kill people now. I've got to find someone and hope that he's gonna drop something I need. There's a couple of places that's always a lot of enemies. I don't even know if I want to engage. Whoops. So I have 4 and 0. I don't even know what the fuck I picked up there.
No crafting in combat.
There.
4 bandages, I craft them at any location. It says if I found bandages already packaged.
Yeah, it's easy when you can. I just picked up 3 bandages. So you don't craft anything. Like, you're trying to go away from the crafting because the crafting is immersive breaking. Because if I have to do this in the middle of something and then go and craft whatever, then jump out, it just doesn't make sense to me. You should be able to scavenge your way through the game without having to go into a menu to do something, to craft and do stuff like that. And the game is continuous. I haven't seen a hog yet. Fuck, well, oh snap, they're right there.
Certainly getting more bandages on dropped enemies is better.
Oh fuck.
But if out of combat, in a room for example, into short craft menu isn't all that bad. It's when in open territory that I find menu a pain.
You know, like in my opinion, you know, every single base have like infirmary. Like there's always some, like they should have left bandages to be scavenged from the base. Like you go into their hospital wing or whatever, you should be able to grab bandages and syringes there, because it's a fucking field hospital. But they somehow skipped that. That would have made sense. So you have to fight your way to get to the field hospital so you can pick up supplies or scavenge supplies. Now that would have made sense. The problem is, well, in the wild, whoa, in the wild you can get by, but
agree about bandages in medical facility.
but the thing is, shit. Oh, the Jeep is gonna kill me. There's no way in hell I can take him down with a fucking pistol. See? Now if I would sport rocket launcher, rockets, whatever, it wouldn't be a problem. But it's always a problem, because I don't have the firepower to take him down. I might get lucky and get a little bird, but the big Jeep, gonna be tough with DMR. They're limited in fire rates too. Yeah, I need to go and find a hog or something. I still have 2. Hey Gray, I will try on my regular character, my maxed out super duper dude, and see what it's like with the minus. There's a minus 40% stamina regen speed.
Do it.
And with this. Oh, whoa. With this drop. Oh, come on. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna eat first. Anyway, yes, Gray, you are a god. It is awesome you figured it out in a day. I'm gonna call you the mad scientist now.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
You are truly the mad scientist. I'm just a fucking guinea pig. I figured out the bullet drop on a Mark 1. You see my reticle? 200 is top of the black line. 1 mil is 300. 1.5 mil is 400. And 2 mil is 500. Now my regular character, because this is a Mark 1 rifle now. So my regular character have a Mark 3, so I had to make a new cheat engine file just simply for this character. A base character. I think my bullet velocity, my muzzle velocity is 1.645. And on my Mark 3 is 1.15. So at least I can start a new game and try out like a true survival mode with your mods. The syringe and bandage mod, the ration mod with stamina and fatigue fully effective. So I think that's gonna be fucking fun. It's gonna be hard as a motherfucker, but it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be more immersive as I don't have to go into stupid menu screens that breaks immersion. The game will be continuous, fluent, and I actually have to scavenge supplies that I need to stay alive, which is fucking awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go and eat some, so 45 minutes to an hour and I'll have a stream up with my regular character, and then we'll, I don't know, travel through the game world, see how shit works out on a maxed out character. Anyway.
Cool time, thanks. Alright, later, man.
So, anyone else in chat, I will be on roughly an hour. See you then, and if I don't see you then, have a good night.
49 later.
I will catch you guys later.